So today I'm going to show you how you can stop doing everything in your business. I'm going to show you 3 super simple ways that you can start moving from the bottom of the organization chart in your business all the way to the top. So back when my husband and I first started our business, we were in that bottom box on the organization chart doing all the things. We were in the middle of the chart managing all the things, and we were in the top of the chart trying to be the leadership, growing the business, casting the vision for the future. We were the ones doing everything. And that's not a fun place to be because when you're trying to do all the things, you're probably not doing many of the things very well. So, what I want to show you today is the typical organization chart for most small businesses. And this is exactly what our organization chart and our business look like in the beginning. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. This is going to be the basis for everything that I share with you today on how to go from here to here, or maybe even higher and beyond, to where you're the visionary, the one at the top, casting the vision for everything in the business. So your goal as the business owner should not be to be needed everywhere in the business. It should be to build a business that can run without you having to have your hands in everything and depending on you for everything. So that's what this organization chart is going to represent. So right now, if you count all the boxes that have you in them, there are 15 boxes. So that's 15 hats that the typical small business owner is trying to wear in any given one day. Because you can have touches in all of these areas, sometimes in one day, and that's a lot. That's a lot of headaches. That's a lot of fires to be putting out. That's a lot of decisions for you to be making. Talk about decision fatigue, right? So let's talk about how we can move from here, maybe here, and then higher. So the reason that I wanted to talk about this week is because I was on a call with one of my coaching clients last week. We've been working with her for a couple of years now. And over this last year, she has really put in a ton of effort in moving herself from here, the one implementing, doing all of the things. She's really worked hard to get herself out of those boxes. And she has. She has moved up to here. She was expressing that in some ways she feels like it's a little uncomfortable and maybe she's doing more work now. And I could totally relate because sometimes growth is uncomfortable. When we start moving up into this box, now we're doing different things. We might still be working in the business, maybe some days even a little more than we hoped, but other days less than we thought. So this is all good. These are good steps to be taken in your business. So it's going to feel comfortable. It's going to feel uncomfortable sometimes moving up the chart. But I want to let you know today, like I let my client know, that's completely normal. If you don't have someone in your business who is ready to step up and take ownership as a leader or a manager, then you might have to move into that position for a little while until you get that person on your team and get them trained and groomed and ready to move up. But I am here to tell you that there's still freedom in that, just like I told her last week, because look at all of the things that you can let go. She let go of 5 different hats in her business, in some cases, even more, because of the industry that she's in. So, what you actually want to happen is we want to replace ourselves in all of these boxes. So, let's find people that we can put here. So, maybe this is Tom, this becomes Susan, Joe, and Mary, right? Just saying the first names that come to my mind here. So, but that's great because we have people in these boxes now. And so what happens is you can move up here. You've let go of those responsibilities. And now you're here in this managing supervisory position, leadership, director, planning, moving up the ladder on the organization chart in your business. So these are all great things to be happening. So what you want to do is start replacing yourself one box at a time. So here are the 3 easy ways that you can start doing that. And it's exactly what we work with our clients on. It's exactly what my client I'm talking about last week, what she's been working on this last year to implement into her business. So number 1 is, let's say you want to replace yourself in this sales position, okay? So you've got Susan on your team now. She's a great fit. She's got a positive attitude and she's doing great. So you want to make sure that you have all of your processes documented. So number one is document and create processes. So write down every single system, every single script, every single process that she's going to have to use in her role, word for word, point by point, step by step, everything that she's going to need to know so that you can do number two. Number one was document it. Number two is delegate it. So then you're going to hand it off to that person and then it becomes theirs. So when you hand it off to them, you want to do the tell, show, watch method. You want to tell them exactly how to do the process, the system, show them how to do it, and then watch them and make sure that they fully understand and that they've got it before you move on, okay? So number one, document it. Number two, delegate it. And then number three is that you want to lead them through metrics. So have some key numbers that you can inspect and keep track of. Maybe it's the sales closing percentage. How many phone calls are they making? How many leads have they closed? Are they following up? Is your schedule full? What's your sales goal? Are they hitting the sales goal? Those are all metrics that you can track to make sure that the people you've put into these boxes are doing a great job at it. Now, listen, once they take it, they own it. Okay, so once you put her in this position, she owns her sales follow-up. She owns the sales numbers. She owns all of those PRDs and processes and things that you've handed off to her. So don't take it back. That is hers. Same thing for the other positions. Once you hand them off to Tom, Joe, and Mary, that becomes theirs. So maybe it's scheduling, falls under, well, it could fall under either operations or administration. Whoever it is, let's say it's Joe, it's operations. Joe owns the scheduling and the dispatch, right? That's his metric that you're going to track and make sure that he's hitting all of his points on. So once you've done that, you can move them up. So let's say Susan is really showing a lot of potential. She's stepping up, she's training new hires, she's doing a great job for you. So maybe she's training the new hires, and so you've got a couple people under her. You've got Megan, you've got Josie, just the first names that come to mind today. So now she is going to move into this position. And then look, you've freed yourself up in another box. Yay! Yay for freeing up our boxes. Because what does that mean? Now you have more time. You have more freedom. Because that's one of the things, and that's why the conversation last week was so interesting with our client, because she's been working with us. And it's like, we tell people, listen, let us coach you. We'll show you how to find more freedom in your business. You can take back your time and build a predictable, profitable, turnkey company. But it does not happen overnight. You actually have to put in some work. You have to document, delegate, and then lead through metrics in your business. There's no quick fix. There's no pill, no easy implementation thing that can replace the work that you have to put in sometimes to build these systems, especially if you've never done any of this in your business before. So it takes a little work at first, but once you start doing it, you're going to free up so much more of your time. So look at all of these boxes now that are free. And the same thing can happen over here. You can have different people working under Joe, and now he's moved up here, and you've freed up another one of your boxes. So eventually you do that in all of these, and then maybe you're not just in the directing and planning phase. Maybe you have moved up to visionary status in the business, where you are casting the vision. You are looking for new opportunities, new markets, new products, new goals, new hires. You're developing the leaders in your company so that they can grow and continue to train and add people. So it's really a beautiful thing. This organization chart, it's so beautiful because it represents where you're at when you're starting out as a small business owner, but it shows where you can go. So I recommend, even if you're just starting out and it's just you, maybe you and your partner, and you have maybe one new hire, maybe you don't have any employees. That's okay. I still think you should have this organization chart hanging somewhere in your business where you can see it because it shows the potential and the opportunity for you to move up the organization chart. And then also any new hires that you bring in, it shows them the potential that they have. They're not just implementers, they can become managers and supervisors as well. It shows them the opportunity, but also you. It shows you where you can take this business. So I hope that was helpful today. Again, remember those three ways to stop doing everything in your business are to document the processes, delegate them to the person, and then track them with good metrics that you can look at, some solid numbers on what they're doing and performing. So if you found this helpful, please check out my website. It's skilllevelup.com. We've got some free resources on there for you. We have a free ebook we're going to send you once you go over there and put your email address in. It's called 5 Secrets of a Phenomenal Business, and it has a lot of information like this in that book, and it will be super helpful for you in your small business. So I hope you have a fantastic day.